Okay, good evening. My name is Agnes, and I'm from Solomon Islands doing the online mode of study for LN 118. And today I will be presenting to you my assignment 3, which is on profiling of a language in the Pacific region. And I've done my study on my research on my language itself from Areare on Malaita. And as you can see from the map, this is Malaita, and the Areare is located in the southern region part of the island. Okay, and in this region is where the Arare's speakers are. Okay, and here, as I have mentioned here, as you have seen from the map, the Arare is located in the southern region of Malaita, and it is a language. The language family that it belongs to is from the Austronesian group, and a major branch of Malayo-Polynesian, Oceanic, and Southeast Solomonic languages. And it is taken from the ethnologue. And very interestingly, the language of the Arere language consists of 7 dialects within the region that we have seen on the map, and they are the Are, Aisi, Wo, Iia, Mareho, Tarapaina, and Marau. And the Marau speaking people here, the Marau speaking people are on the eastern part of Goro Canal. Maybe that was because of the early migrations from Are to Goro Canal. That was earlier in the early 19th century. And with these languages, all of the people in Arare, they understand each other, though there are slightly differences in the language 1 to language 7, but generally the people can understand each other well while speaking the different dialects in Are. Okay, and also, like most of the islands in the Solomon Islands, lingua franca is the language that is used by the people in Arare too whenever they want to speak to other people in other islands or other languages with other people who speak other languages in the Solomon Islands, and they use the lingua franca as pidgin. And the official language that is used here in the Solomon Islands and also in Are, especially in the schools and in the government, is English language. And with the census, Are speakers in 2008 is total up to 18,000 people who speak the indigenous language of Are. Okay, and that is what that is for the language of Are. On the second part here, the brief history of the Are language or the people of Are. Here, historically, the people live in the mountainous and the coastal areas of the southern part of Malaita for centuries. Okay. The Arare people maintain strong cultural traditions by music and oral histories. The language itself developed as part of the wider Southeast Solomonic group of languages, which also includes related language in parts of Malaita like Kwayo, Kwarai, and Fataleka. Okay, and very interestingly, during the colonial time, especially the late 19th century to the mid 20th century, the influence of English and the Solomon Island Pidgin began to grow through schools, missions, and government administration. That was during the time of the Protectorate, Solomon Island Protectorate under British. But despite that, the Arare language remains strong in local communities and continues to be widely spoken today, especially in the homes and in the villages, and by elders passing on important skills and knowledge to the younger ones. Okay, so that is about the brief history of the language of Arare language. The languages were used in traditional medicines and other important things like passing on the skills and knowledge to the younger children, the younger ones, using the language. Okay, so that is how the language is still strong today among the Arare speakers. I think that is a history, that is a brief history about that language. Though there are slightly changes that happen because of the younger generation are speaking a mixture of the Pidgin words inside the Arare language, but mostly the words in Arare still still used by most of the people in the region. And that is how the language has been kept for centuries and then until today. I think that's all I would like to present about the brief history of the Arare language and how it was kept until today. Thank you so much.